It was a marathon public comment period for the State Board of Education Friday, lasting more than 4 hours with over 80 people weighing in. The vast majority were focused on the health and sex education standards proposed last month. Many do not like them.
Traditional marriage is disregarded, despite its innate and essential value in society and procreation.
According to the comprehensive 60-page first draft, students in kindergarten would be taught about same-sex couples. In first grade, gender identity would be defined to students. In third, students would learn about sexual orientation, and the next year they'd define the difference between gender identity and gender assigned at birth.
Life is confusing enough for these kids without having to make them doubt something that is so basic as their gender, their sex.
Many in opposition believe parents should be the only ones teaching kids about these controversial topics.
Gender is determined in the womb, not assigned. This is a basic fact of science. People can attempt to change their gender, yet their DNA remains the same.
Kelly Larson, who's a pastor in Kearney, says it would put teachers that disagree in a tough spot.
Christian teachers will not be able to teach this material in good conscience and will likely face termination or other pressure for refusing to teach these moral, belief-based convictions that are contrary to their own.
But plenty spoke in support.
I wish I had been taught these standards in school.
Jamie Gold says that simply learning about gender identity and sexual orientation does nothing but help students, even at a young age.
Sexual orientation and gender are not a choice, and they cannot be changed by learning that someone else's is different.
Others say parents can't always be the ones teaching their kids, and they should get the information in a safe place like a school.
It's a bold assumption to make that all children have a home, but even more bold that home is a safe place for these discussions. Unfortunately for me, my home was not that safe space.
Students would also learn about identifying genitals by second grade, something Kristen McTaggart from the Women's Fund of Omaha believes would help stop sexual abuse.
Learning the correct names for body parts, including genitals, and their function is a key protective factor in their ability and mind to recognize and report child abuse.
The State Board of Education will not finalize these policies until the fall. Even then, school districts can choose to opt out of them. John Kipper, 3 News Now.